Hi, this is Ashmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Science, PMSIT. I'm here for explaining the Microcontroller and Embedded System Laboratory 18 CSL 48. The next program which I am explaining is the program number 13, the interface of DAC and generate the triangular and square waveforms. DAC stands for digital to analog converter. That means it will convert the digital form into a analog signal. So we will be generating a triangular waveform and a square waveform. So going on to the program, the DAC is being specified with a port pin, port 0. The 25th pin the 25th bit is being assigned for DAC internal. When we are using port 0, 25th bit, then we are supposed to use pin select 1 and the 25th bit will be 1 and the remaining all will be 0. So this is how we are initializing DAC. Once we are initializing DACs, and the DAC control register also should be initialized 0 so that no other data is existing with respect to the previous value. So once the initialization of DAC is done, what exactly the data we should be present when DAC stands for digital to analog conversion. That means the value, whatever the digital value, whatever you are supposed to convert should be present in something called as DAC control register. See, at the bit number 6 to bit number 15 is the value placed where the data whatever to be converted will be present. So we are writing, that means see write DAC, so the digital value will be shifted towards the sixth position. That means the digital value will be shifted to and written to the sixth position, so that the data of 10 bits will be written into the that particular location. DAC value stands for the digital data, whatever we are writing to the DAC control register. That means the value whatever to be converted will be loaded into the control register first. Next is when with respect to a square wave, how a square wave is generated. We know that whenever we are dealing with any waveform, square wave stands for either we will be at the zeroth position, that means zero value, no voltage, or you are having the highest value, that is some volts. So in our example, we are having totally how many bit of input values straight to value of 10 bits, correct? So this value of 10 bits can be used as the input for the square wave. See, when the value is 0, when we are at the 0th bit, it will be at the lowest level. That means the square wave is grounded. When you are going to the 2 to the power of 10, that your value is 1023, then your square wave is at one position. So it will trigger from 0 to 1. When your value is again the 2 to the power of 0, it will trigger to 0. So this is the triggering from 0 to 10, 10 to 0. That means 1 to 1023 and 1023 to 1. That means either it will be at 2 to the power of 0th position or it will be at the 2 to the power of 10 position. So this is how we are using square wave, and in the program we are making use of the same concept. We are writing DAC with 0 0. That means 2 to the power of 0. And then we are writing DAC with 1023. That means we are changing the value to 1023 position. So that is how we are calling. And whenever we are calling any writing towards the interface, we are supposed to call delay, that we know, because we are supposed to give sufficient amount of time for the interface to perform the task. Similar to square wave, we have something called as a triangular waveform. The concept is very simple here. Even here also we are supposed to start as 2 to the power of 0. We are starting again, we are supposed to, we will increment, we will call, see, we have a for loop here. I is equals to 0, I is lesser than 1024. That means I should be equal to 1023 till there, I plus plus. You are writing the AC of I. That means you are starting from 0, then you are going with 1 2 3 4, you will go on till 1023, correct? So that way you are writing the value, and we are that means the value is the value angular waveform is obtained by writing from 0 to 1023 and from 1023 to 0. That means we are performing a charging operation and discharging operation of a capacitor using a for loop. That's how the program is written for a triangular waveform. So we have written two different programs for a square wave as well as triangular. We can see the program in the Keel software, and we see how to execute the program in Keel software. This is the square waveform program. In the square waveform program, so here in we have initialized DAC, that we know how to initialize DAC. We have just now seen in the presentation. After that, where is our main program? We are initializing we are calling write DAC, correct? Here you see we are calling write DAC and the delay. What is write DAC here? Write DAC is nothing but we are writing the control register, that's all. The value whatever you are passing, we are moving that value to the 6th bit position, because the value reserved in control register at the 6th position, but that value we are moving to that position and writing on to the control register which is to be converted. And this is the delay program. Delay program means we are giving some extra number of clock cycles for the output to be presented for, so that we can see the output, because the programs will be executed very fast, but the interfaces will take time for showing us the output. So this is about the square waveform, and the triangular waveform is also the same. Everything is same. Only difference is we are calling write DAC within the for loop. From I equals to 0 to 1023, so many number of times write DAC is called, and from 1023 to till 0, so many number of times write DAC is called. So this is the difference between a triangular waveform and the square waveform. The execution is one and the same. You are supposed to translate. After translating, before going for the execution, you are supposed to check whether the target has created. That means output file. When you go to the output exa file, you are supposed to select, and then the linker in that the use of memory layout has to be selected. Click OK. Once everything is done, you just click on the build function. You can see that the target is being created. That means the exa file is being created. Run this exa file in the flash magic to see the output. So I will show the demo of the output which has been executed. So this is the CRO in which we are supposed to see the output of angular waveform or a triangular or square wave. We are initializing channel 1 and some volt value. We are connecting the probe to the positive and negative, we can see. I'll show you the way the probes are connected. See here you can see DAC output, correct? DAC output, to which one of the red color one with the positive voltage is connected to one output, and the negative one, the ground, is connected to the other port. We have two pins to be specific, to be shown, one for ground and one for the voltage value. That means the output, and that is been connected to the CRO, to which the data is been shown in the analog form. In this also you can see directly how the probes are connected, and I will remove and show how the pins are being there. See, you can remove it, just connect, fix it, so that the data is being moved from the DAC to the output. Similarly, we can fix the ground also. So here the data has been transferred. Once you are executing through the flash magic, you see here you have started the program to execute in the flash magic. Once that is being executed through the flash magic, we can see the output, that is the square wave. So this is, instead of when we are executing the triangular waveform, we will have the triangular waveform present there. I will show you the output of the triangular waveform also. Once we can see again the square waveform, how it has been generated. So once the flash magic is on, the square waveform has been generated in the CRO, that we can see there. So I will show you how the triangular waveform is also been presented. One second. So this is what for triangular waveform also you are supposed to connect the same way the probe, and you can see the output in the CRO. So we are getting a angular waveform. So when we are executing the triangular waveform, we will get triangular waveform in the CRO. When we are executing the square waveform, we'll get a square waveform. Only the execution is same. The steps which has been followed is same. Only thing is, when you're writing the program, you're supposed to put it in the for loop from 0 to 1023 for writing from the digital to analog conversion operation. So this is all about the triangular waveform and the square waveform, which has been converted from the digital data towards the analog data. And if the analog data is being seen through the CRO, in the CRO, the square wave and triangular waveform has been visible, and it has been displayed. Thank you.